अच्छा राइट अच्छा কি মামলা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
Expect the short delivery because we do know that Virat struggled a little bit. That's a good comeback. Well, there was a delivery that went past the outside edge and we all felt that there was some sound. There was nothing at all. There was a big gap. But as far as the sound is concerned, this sounded perfect. That had a sound, and that went all the way for 6.
Well, let me tell you, the length was audible for the batter, and the sound audible for everybody.
Indeed, went all the way for 6. Again, good running, very good running. Dropping and running. This is good cricket. 39 of 37. The partnership is gradually gathering a little bit of momentum here. Mehdi Hasan Miraj is the one providing it.
They are very pensive at the moment, crowd. Ever since Mehdi Hasan Miraj has come out and started to find the boundaries, the mood has changed in the aisles.
It certainly has. They've gone quiet. Wait for something to happen. They'll be in full voice. This crowd, as you said, they've been behind the Sri Lankan cricketers. Having said that, let's give full credit to the curator. It looks a very good surface, Amir. Even when Sri Lanka batted and now when Bangladesh bats, it hasn't misbehaved. The ball has been coming onto the bat quite nicely. The batters have enjoyed anything offline with pace on. Haven't really struggled too much against spin either. Another single, 8 runs in the over. At the end of 20, it's 102 for 3.
इंग्लैंड टीम करेगी हिसाब बराबर या हमारी विमेन इन ब्लू का होगा सीरीज पर कब्जा ये फैसला इस मैच में होगा
There's still a series on the line.
देखिए इंडियन विमेन वर्सेस इंडिया विमेन 4th T20 आई कल रात 11 बजे से लाइव सिर्फ सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क और सोनी लिव पर इंग्लैंड वर्सेस इंडिया 3rd टेस्ट 10 जुलाई दोपहर 2:30 बजे से सोनी स्पोर्ट्स के टीवी चैनल्स पर
That's the rest of the batters. There's Shamim. Still early days for him. Zakir. And then, of course, you're down to the bowlers. So Bangladesh will need a partnership at this stage to try and build a platform where they'll try to build on. Change of bowling. Belalage bowling from the opposite end. So the skipper is just mixing it around the bowling resources. Banindu Asaranga just bowled 4 overs, none for 18. Belalage into his 4th.
As a bowler, he doesn't give you lollies, that's for sure. Belalage on the money most of the times.
To enjoy the dinner. It's dinner time. Now long on comes into the circle to save 1. Long off, goes out. It's a deep mid-wicket and a deep backward square leg. You hear that grunt every time Punit Velalage bowls. Real effort, the real grunt from him. They're not just enjoying the cricket, but enjoying seeing themselves on the giant screen. However brief it may be, they're enjoying the brief moment of visibility. It's a good comeback. 3 singles only. The over. He will want to finish strong. Down the track, down to long off, taken at long off. Velalage strikes. Janit Lianage, he hasn't dropped anything in the series. He catches on again. Holds on to a catch. Bangladesh lose a big wicket, which I think was unnecessary in the context of the game. That was beautifully bowled.
Yeah, never allowed the batter to get underneath that one, to get that elevation to clear Velalage, who is safe as houses wherever he feels. He's a good catcher. High five. And they're loving it. You see the back of Bangladeshi captain, and he has a Mirage who played well for his 28. It's 105 for 4.
इंग्लैंड टीम करेगी हिसाब बराबर या हमारी विमेन इन ब्लू का होगा सीरीज पर कब्जा। ये फैसला इस मैच में होगा।
There's still a series on the line.
देखिए इंडियन विमेन वर्सेस इंडिया विमेन 4th T20 आई कल रात 11 बजे से लाइव सिर्फ सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क और सोनी लिव पर।
Hussain is in as the troubles continue for Bangladesh into his 6th match. It's the 55 runs, lot to work on his batting, come in at a position of strife for Bangladesh. It's really having problems trying to build up partnerships and throwing the wickets away at the wrong time.
I understand the thinking, Shamim, but his execution was wrong. He was trying to hit it straight down to the ground. Now Velalage is trying to spin it away from the right hander. I would think inside out, more towards extra cover would have been the option. Because he's trying to hit it straight down, he slices it. And Janit Lianage was very wide at long on. That's a big wicket, in fact. Bangladesh could not afford a mistake at that point. They were just getting that momentum again.
So pretty hard, but then again, once again, superb work in the field.
Now, why that is specialist, that's Hasaranga. He couldn't move. He's been struggling with a hamstring injury, but he throws himself. Gets it in one hand and has to get the dive out.
Yes, just about. And that wasn't too far either from the stumps. Excellent work and a good dive too.
Yellow card, you reckon, in football for that dive?
Well, no one near him to trip him, so no chance of a yellow card. But good work from this man.
When he's limping around, sometimes you wonder if he's actually injured because he comes up with stuff like that.
Well, the Sri Lankan fans delighted. This very assertive performance. Now, a little juggle, a little misfield allows that run to be taken.
Edge of the turf, edge of the square. It's always rough and it changes pace. But no excuses. A fielder there generally is aware of these factors and changes that can happen.
Very, very difficult period of play here for Bangladesh. Required run rate now 6.24. 4 wickets down. Ahmed Hridoy has been a touch out of sorts, except for 100 recently. Before that and after that, haven't been scoring too many runs.
I thought his half century in the previous game, the second ODI, was well constructed, played against his character of taking chances.
And he was very unfortunate to be run out when he just seemed to be opening up. And you're right, against his character showed a lot of resilience.
That's what you want, right?
Absolutely.
To be able to adjust to situations, and even today, to see a different Hridoy, not the carefree Hridoy.
Very, very watchful. Shamim Hussain needs to stay there. Should understand what is required from the Bangladeshi perspective after that little partnership that you're mentioning of 40 plus. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, who seemed to be easing into his innings, just hold out into the deep. Can play big shots, Shamim Hussain, but to be wary. Good ball, you pay respect to it. Play the ball to its merit. That's the way to go at the moment.
You mentioned the required run rate, Shamim. 6.3 these days, batsmen do back themselves, isn't it? Even a 10 come the last few overs, more often than not they get it. But of course you don't want it to get there. You want to have it under control. But I still feel they just need a partnership. Bangladesh need to get a partnership together till about the 35th over. Then you see what you can do from there. Another wicket here, you lose those options available to you. This is good. That's the way to do it. 109 for 4.
Professor Saini Mon, the manner in which got out trying to sweep, got out at deep mid-wicket, and Miraj was trying to go over the top. Shots that could have been avoided.
But you look at those two partnerships, 42, 43, so they've done the hard work and they're starting to capitalize. One of those partnerships needed to go on. Starts and stalling again is the big problem that Bangladesh are facing at the moment.
Yeah, not the first time. I think that has happened in the past. It's one thing that they'll have to get out very, very quickly. The bad habit of building up little partnerships, but not continuing it to bigger numbers. And for that, you need one guy at least to have a standout performance, that deep, let the other batters bat around him. But the bowling has been very, very impressive from all the Sri Lankan bowlers. Hardly given an opportunity. Every time Bangladesh have just seemed to be breaking the shackles. They just managed to hold out.
Oh yes, buddy, ball it, Machang.
Can Impressive.
Now look at how wide Janit Lienage is at mid-off. And that's because when you try to hit a left-arm spinner down the ground, it turns a bit, it grips a bit, it goes wider than usual. That's a well-worked-out field. And Mediasan Miraj played exactly into the hands of the Sri Lankans. Gone. Oh, just short. Chipped it back almost. And again, dot balls, building pressure. 110 for 4.
1, 2, 3.
Sony Sports 10-4 is now dedicated to you in your language, Tamil and Telugu from 10th July.
They have flirted with glory. It has been a roller coaster of emotion.
To subscribe, call your cable operator or DTH provider now.
If you're coming in and looking at the comparison after 23 overs, you'd say pretty much even Stevens, Bangladesh with a couple of runs lead. But it needed some performance like that of Kusal Mendes to be replicated from the Bangladeshi batters. That's a good looking shot. Get him 4 runs for that effort.
Hasaranga change of ends introduced, but that was all about footwork. Shamim. Look at how well he backs away quickly onto that back foot to create that space. That's what you need. That's what you want to see from this pair.
Every time he's closer, the length to the batter tend to be hurried into their shots. Whenever he's shot, gives that opportunity to adjust and play more powerful shots.
Pointed out the fact that Sri Lanka were also there and thereabouts at this stage. But this was a stage that SRILANKA came into the wicket. And the partnership was built on a lot of singles. Constantly rotating the strike, constantly moving that scoreboard, keep it ticking. Then the mistakes come from the bowlers, the opportunities come for boundaries.
They're just comparing the manner in which Sri Lanka were tied down when the runs dried up. They've learned from the last match when they were struggling to rotate strike. Whereas, this time round when they batted, they made it seem quite easy.
Now this partnership started well. They need to maintain it. Nothing different. It's 11 off 16. You can quietly start building momentum when you start getting closer.
And they can tell themselves that, the ball's not really being vicious out of the track. Oh, now that is a better turn. Beat the bat. No response from the umpire. He's struggling. Not quite sure of the line.
Oh boy, Hasaranga. What has he done to himself? If I was the umpire, I would have missed that LBW shout. I'll tell you why. Because your eyes would go to Hasaranga and how he's hopping around. Well, they've reviewed it.
In the umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I have checked the field. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Ball is close to the bat. Need to confirm through our tries, please. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Freeze it here. I can see there is a spike and ball next to the bat and no gap between bat and ball. Go back to on-field. Ravi, stay with your original decision. Stand by. You're on screen, please signal.
Well, all reviews are gone here. Getting a little excited. The captain followed suit. Went with the bowler and the keeper. Inside edge. Review lost.
I would have been distracted by Hasaranga.
He's coming back with a good delivery. It's the single. 117 for 4.
एक ही टेस्ट मैच में 2 शतक और शतक लगाने वाले.
Hold it, wait, thinking they're taking the bait. Looks like they're top of the chain, but guess who is coming to play?
स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट है ये शुभमन गिल का. इन द स्टैंड्स. खूबसूरत ड्राइव शुभमन गिल के बल्ले से.
Call up the people and tell them I'm back.
You join a very small club only Indian inhabits. He's standing here beside me and applauding.
Yes, what a fabulous innings from a fabulous young player.
It's that 286, but it's been a regular fall of wickets that have pegged them back. Hasn't been easy. The bowling has been tight and accurate. But as I was telling you, Russ, a short while earlier, no real gremlins in the pitch per se, so they can trust the wicket.
Oh, certainly not. Only quality bowlers will get something out of this pitch. If it's a part-timer getting something, then you have things to worry about. But here, it is in the batter's favor, you'd have to say. It's just that the runs and the pressure is what makes you make mistakes as a batsman.
And that's what you've got to keep on telling yourself as you go and get the runs, maybe in singles, in twos. Do not try anything out of the ordinary. There will be opportunities for you as a batter.
Ridoy not happy at all. Shamim apologizing. Stay calm. Bangladesh need to. But there was an easy single which Shamim did not respond to.
Well, did it get a bit of bottom edge to that? It bounced away. A couple of balls back. Have a look at what happened. He was ready for the run. And, well, both of them seemed to be ready. And then suddenly, a misunderstanding. Eventually, well, might as well take it.
Is it common among Shamims?
No. Not with all Shamims.
You were a good runner between the wickets.
I just avoid running.
Oh, you don't run at all, so no confusion.
No confusion. 121 for 4.
सोनी स्पोर्ट्स के टीवी चैनल्स पर हमारी नई टीम इंडिया.
तूने किए क्या जुल्म, तुझको भी ना छोड़ेंगे हम कसम.
कसम से इस बार ग्राउंड उनका होगा, लेकिन जीत हमारी होगी.
इंग्लैंड वर्सेस इंडिया थर्ड टेस्ट 10 जुलाई दोपहर 2:30 बजे से सोनी स्पोर्ट्स के टीवी चैनल्स पर.
Well, the worms have been in close proximity of each other, but the feel of the game tells you that Sri Lanka have a reasonably good control over the proceedings at this moment. It's going to be quite a difficult task for Bangladesh to go and cross the 286. It's going to take a monumental effort from these two in particular. They are very capable. Just a question of being patient.
Well, what a good time for a new hero to pop up. Ridoy, we know what he can do. It's about him really asserting his dominance, his place as the number 4 for Bangladesh. And then Shamim in his 6th innings, a higher score of 22. Here we go. Time for a new hero, probably.
You said it, Russ, and you never know when the opportunity arises. They say grab it with both hands. This might be one for Shamim Hussain Patwari.
Yes, boy.
In 4 dots, Shamim. It's always when those dots build that loose shot has come out. Your ability to keep milking the bowlers will be the difference.
That's an opportunity to at least get one run. just going back to the point you made about the manner in which Hridoy played in the last ODI, it's continued in the same vein. If he just takes it easy and just bides his time, do not get flustered by a collection of dot balls or a single here and there. Don't be forced into shots of indiscretion. Going at it, doesn't get a run. 26 done, 122 for 4. Just a little dip for the green worm. The dip they want to avoid too sharply. They want to keep there or thereabouts with the blue worm.
Yeah, the reason for the dip, those heavy green balls that you find here and there.
And they've occurred on a regular basis. The wickets falling. This is nice. You just ease into your first run, understanding there to get your feet moving every time you're running well between the wickets and talking to your partner. That gives you some confidence.
But here's the difference with Welalage, a wrist spinner or finger spinner is easier to pick. So the batter is a lot more confident in using his feet. But Hasaranga or Gail, because of his wrist spin, the wrong end, batter is not picking it, Shamim. That's why they're reluctant to leave the.
করোনা ভাইরাস না তুঙ্গ দছে দুই বেরেছে
এই ইয়ান দিগুন্দি কথা কও
আরে বল কি করতেছ তুমি?
কি আর করব নাই কাম করতেছে।
নাই কাম করার তো একটা কাম কর, ছাগলটা নিয়ে আয় পানাই বেলা মেলা গেল গা।
কে তুমি ছাগল আন্তরে পানাও নাই?
কেমনে বানামু? তুই ছাগলে সকালে বাঁধতে দিছ, তারপর আনছত কি?
তুমি দি ডেলি ডেলি আমার বর্ষায় থাকো। ওখানে গেতাছি, তুমি বালতি এনে রেডি করো।
বেশি দেরি করিস না বলে, আমি বালতি নিয়ে যেতেছি।
11টা বাজে যায়, দোস্তরা আর কোনো নামই নাই। বুঝছি, দোস্ত আমার ঘুমে থেকে ওটা নাই হান্দুরি। আর 10টা মিনিট থাকুম, দোস্ত যদি আজকে না হে, দোস্ত অন্যকে খাতির বাত আজকে থেকে। দোস্ত দি হেই ডরান। হেই দোস্ত এমন করে মানুষের ধমক দেয় নি। তাহলে দোস্ত আনে হাসাই ডরাইছুন। তে ডরাইবো না, আমি ভাবছি কি পাশে কোনো মন বাগে থাপা দিল, জানানোর নাকি কোনো কথা নাই। হেই দোস্ত আমরা রাগ করুন গে, আনন্দ বলবো তামসা করলাম। তামসা নি আনে একরকম আমার মারা করে হালাইছুন। ও দোস্ত জান, এবার কোনো মাফ করে দেন, আরম্ভ তামসা করুম না। মাফ করুম মানে আন্নের উপরে আমার বুড়া মানুষের সমান রাগ উঠে রয়েছে। আন্নে 11টা বাজে আহার কথা, দেখুন কটা বাজে এখন, আন্নে হবাই এখন কোন হিসাবে? কি আর কই দোস্ত, সকালে টাইম মতন সুতো নিবে নেই। হায় রে দোস্ত, আল্লাহ জানের চোখে কত এমবি দিছে, 11টা ধরে ঘুম পারুন, তাহলে চোখের এমবি ফুরায় না। হে দোস্ত, আন্নের রাজির কথা বাদ দিনছে, এটা কথা কইছে, আন্নের চেহারা একদম দিনে দিনে হিট হয়ে নেছে কে? হে দোস্ত, চেহারা কি আরে হিট হয়ে নেছে? আন্নে আন্দরে ধরা হারেন নাই, আমরা দুইজনে যে রাত্রে মানুষের বাড়ি ডাব আম চুরি করে খাই, সেখানে ভিটামিন যায় কোনে? হতো আসলে আমি একটা পাগল, ইথানি কথা।